Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to keep with tradition of these how to defeat these elite flame dragons, or these behemoths. We pay to win P2W/degenerates and the AC Alliance have just completed the elite flame dragon on server ST1. It is, yeah, that's what it's called now. First in the world to do it, I believe. Really, I haven't seen any other videos on the dragon for this season, so I thought I would do a little breakdown like I always do and show you kind of what we did and how we defeated this. We did it with a little bit of time left. We actually had a run before this one where the ads in the last phase glitched out on us and we're just invincible, which I'm gonna send to the devs as well, just so they can get that looked into, because we would have had it a run earlier. We had like a minute and 20 seconds left, like 1.5 million, 1.7 million health, but the most important thing is that we finished it here. So what we've got here is a mixture of T4s and T5s from both the Pay to Win Alliance and the AC Alliance. We had 4 tanks. So what we found out, and this is very important, other people might pick up on it, I don't know if they will, but basically through the raid, they'll go through different cycles of attacks, kind of just like a normal behemoth does. But when he finishes an attack, one of his special abilities, which is a frontal cone, he actually resets his aggro meter. So you as the tank will need to re-taunt and make sure that you're picking up that aggro, otherwise he's just going to flip-flap everywhere and you're wasting precious seconds. And that's what this all behemoth raids are, is down to seconds. So right here, he's going for a frontal cone attack where he goes from left to right in a cone, weirdly, that's why I call it cone, like that. And then it's when this red disappears, so right when it comes up, so when this red cone disappears is when your tanks need to activate their taunt to maximize the amount of time that he's taunted and he doesn't fly off. So right there, we had our tanks taunt. Now he did it a little bit late, like I'm talking like half a second, if that, where there was so much DPS coming that when it reset, the taunt couldn't go through. So that's one of the things we found, and that kind of messed us up a little bit with that first taunt. We honestly thought, not game over, but it's like, oh, okay, he's weakened a bunch of our players, and now is we're down for it basically. So what we found is, once he's done these attacks, you make sure that you are taunting. So right here is a good example of one that works. So we were, as soon as this red, I'm pointing at my screen, why am I pointing at my monitor? When this red goes away, bang, you need a taunt, and you saw our tank up there taunted, dragon didn't move. So that's what we kind of did. We kind of stuck our tanks over on this top left hand side and tried to get a banana that we've all come accustomed to in this season, this banana of DPS kind of on the right hand side, and we were trying to move the dragon as far left as we could, because after this initial stage 2 he'll go into attacks and he'll put out like a purple aura, purple shit I called it, was my call out. So you'll see here it's very important that these DPS don't get stuck in a corner somewhere and they can't get out, because they only have a couple of seconds to get out of the purple shit, and then they are feared, which means they don't control where they move. The game will move them in random locations, like up, down, left, right, and it's just RNG if you land in the cone or if you don't. So right here we've got phase 2 starting. Now this is a phase where he'll spawn, initially it's 2 ads, then it's 3 ads, and then I think it's 4, but we don't get to the 4. So for your shot callers, for your raid leads, it's very important that you call out, okay, you guys need to to kill these ads straight away, because the longer they're alive, the longer this phase goes on, and the less time you have to do DPS to the dragon, because you don't actually do any damage to the dragon in this stage. It's invulnerable. And what he'll do is he'll launch fireballs, as I've paused it amazingly on a fireball right here, into this group. Now, I didn't actually see this. I was the raid leader, and I am for this season. Me and another R4. But I was the R4 and the raid lead who was in the Discord at this time. I had no idea that there was a red circle there that a fireball was gonna shoot down. I was looking for it. I was like, okay, normally it goes for one of the tanks or something like that, but for some reason it shot it over there. So that is something that you as raid leaders need to watch out for as well. And you'll see here the amount of damage it does when it lands in a second. We'll go back to when he starts flying off, and again, no damage being taken. There's a fireball, bang, on the floor, and it didn't show it. There you go, 150,000, 150,000. So you're looking at about 150,000 per one of these fireballs. So it's a lot of damage. Once he sent that out, that initial one, he's going to do what I call carpet bomb, because again, it resembles a carpet bomb. And here he can do in any direction. We found a lot of the time it was up and down, or left and right, or right and left, and down and up, and stuff like that. Because I have seen some occasions where it goes diagonally. Now, I don't know if that's bugged or not, but I've seen traditionally they'll go down one of the 3 lanes and then one of the 3 lanes. If you can imagine it as like a 3x3 grid. So you got the left, middle, and the right. And again, you've got the top, middle, bottom. So for us, he went through the middle. So again, at this stage, it's all about you raid leading and saying, look, if you're in the middle, you have to make a decision now. You either go up top or you go down the bottom. There is no staying in this fire, because this fire is no joke. It does, I think, like 30k damage per tick. And you'll actually see Black Wolf here. I think he doesn't move in time, or maybe it's Carpio, one of them or both of them. I'm even saying, like, guys, move. So look, 120k, 51k, 51k, 26k, dead. In this time, while this carpet bomb's going, you need to get your tanks on these heal stones. Now, we had 2 tanks up here, and we had 2 tanks down there. I think their icons are merged. It's very important that they get the heal stones, because they're the ones that need it. You'll see here Ragnar, who is sent me the recording, he's full T5 and everything, but he'll still get melted by a dragon. And I would recommend that your tanks are T5s as well, just to make the sponging, you know, a lot easier. You know, a T5 tank would be dead in the first wave. So it's imperative that you get these heal stones, and then you just wait, get the dragon down. And this is where Ragnar went in, pulled aggro straight away as soon as he could click onto it, pulled aggro, and that kept him in the middle. And again, that's imperative. So we're gonna get in a second here the mechanic I call purple shit, where weirdly he's gonna put purple shit around him, and you'll see the radius is quite large. So if you're an archer that doesn't have the seasonal talent, so I'll pause it here, you see the range is quite large. Now mages is fine. Mages will be outside. Archers are just about outside by like a pixel. But if they've got the seasonal talent for the extra range, they're fine. So what we were telling people is like, look, you can bring celestials and you don't really have to do much micro in. Or if you're bringing archers, you know, a lot of people have T5 archers or T4 archers, you need to be prepared to micro your ass off and move about. You know, as shot callers, we can only say, look, purple, or whatever you guys will call it in your raids. But at the end of the day, it's down to the individual to make sure that their march is okay. So we'll see here, we actually did quite well. The run before this, when it glitched out as well, was we had a near perfect run, and it was just the fact that it bugged out. So you'll see here, I don't think anyone gets hit other than Ragnar. He gets hit because he's right on it. Oh, 2 did. But it's not the hardest thing to miss in the world. But you'll see here again, they're feared and they're just moving all over the place. Same as Bozyadar. Sorry if I butchered that, mate. And then again, straight, once the cone disappears, you've got another tank on his way in. I was just saying, somebody taunt, but they taunted, they got aggro, moved everyone away, and this is kind of what it is for the next kind of couple of minutes or so. It's just purple shit, get out, and then it's you know, get your tanks ready to pull aggro, out, purple, out, that kind of thing. So I think it's 3 or 4 phases. I'm pretty sure it's 4 phases of purple, which is, you know, it's easy to, you know, keep track of. What we also found, which was really strange, is when the tank who is attacking the dragon at the point where he does the purple, if you move onto the portal, it actually bugs it out and you get a second, like another try at the purple. And that is actually really good because you can have everyone DPSing while it's stuck in these animations, and we unintentionally used it to our advantage. So you'll see Riot here, it's on a purple round and he was trying to go for that portal, and we found that bugged it out on some runs. I think the run before this as well, he went into the portal and we were like, why is there another purple? And I've just come to the conclusion that it's because he was inside and it bugged out. It didn't register him as inside the, you know, getting affected by it. And maybe if nobody gets affected, it's like, hey, nobody got affected, let me just shoot another way out. That is my reasoning behind it, if I'm completely honest. It's my conspiracy theory. But again, this was just calls for, you know, and you'll see here Riot, he went in, we got a purple, Ragnar didn't get hit. Oh no, he did get hit, but then immediately after it's another purple. So that's what I'm saying there. So it was this run. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, maybe that's a little glitch or like bug that people can exploit. It's very niche. Like, it's very rare that you're going to get that, and it worked to our advantage because we took another like mil and so off, which was really good for us. Now unfortunately Riot does die and we're just down to 2 tanks. We've got Ragnar and we've got Big Jake, and here is a lot of the calls of, you know, get the ads. And at this point we were really scared because we didn't want it to glitch like the previous run, and thankfully it didn't. And again, he's doing his carpet bomb, so you see he's got the 1, 2, 3 kind of channels. So now it's just a case of, look, we've got to get these heal stones. Now annoyingly for us, he carpet bombed right on a heal stone, which messed up our tanks amazingly. So fair play to the dragon on that one. Burned a couple of people in that. We were unable to get heal stones. You see Ragnar's on 20,000, you know, Big Jake's probably on about that as well. But it was just a case of, look, just dive in, just attack the dragon, take aggro for those, you know, couple of seconds that you can. And then, you know, he ran over, he got a little bit all over the place, and Jake was able to take aggro a little bit. Then he died, and we were just like, look, we're 2.7 million health, we've got just over a minute, you guys are just gonna have to tank it yourselves and, you know, just see what happens. And, you know, we got very lucky there, if I'm completely honest. A lot of people got hit by this purple, but it was just a case of, we were calling out, just keep attacking, just keep attacking. Those that are gonna get purpled are gonna get purpled. You know, everyone else in the top, you just keep DPSing. Everyone outside the purple, just keep DPSing. And, you know, we got it. We're at 600k with 30 seconds left, 500. I think we maybe ended with like 15 seconds spare, 20 seconds spare, which we were going crazy. So we finished it in 7 minutes 38. And when I say we were going nuts, we were going nuts. We actually set up a stage on a Discord because we thought that would be a little bit easier just for shot calling. And yeah, we were just going crazy. We jumped into a normal voice chat and stuff. So yeah, there we go. From what I believe, we are the first in the world. to do the season T1 behemoth for the elite flame dragon. Any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I will continue to do these into season 3 or season 2, whatever they're going to call it. But yeah, if you've liked the content, if you've watched multiple of my videos, and I very much appreciate you. I know I've had some new subscribers recently, so thank you very much for that. The views are going really well, so again, thank you for that. I can't thank you enough. But yeah, any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I will get to them and respond to you guys. Any questions from raid leaders or anything, just give me a shout. But other than that, guys, I will leave you now, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.